Hey guys, Mike here. So today, I'm here to talk to you about Soul. In this review, I'll be going over a brief summary of the plot, my quick thoughts about the film, and whether or not you guys should go and see it. So I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler-free. However, if you don't know anything about the film and you want to go in completely blind, then I suggest go into this video once you've seen the film. So with that, let's get started, shall we?
Great.
So Soul stars Jamie Foxx as Joe and Tina Fey as 22. In Soul, Joe is a musician who finally gets his big break until he is transported out of his body. Now he must find his way back with the help of an infant soul, learning about herself along the way. And so we have Soul. So guys, going into this one, I really knew nothing about it. I'd heard about this film a couple of months ago, but then as soon as I saw it was a Pixar movie, I was like, alright, I don't want to know anything about it, I'm just going to watch it. Which, to be honest, I do for pretty much every movie I see. I try and find out as little as possible. So, going into this one, obviously, knew nothing about it. And then, as soon as it actually gets going, it is a complete shock. Because when this film started, I thought it was called Soul because, you know, he was going to try and find the soul of his music or something like that. You know, it's going to be something like he would fall out of love with music and he needed to find the thing that really brought him back to it. I had no idea that it was going to be quite literal, and really I was hooked by this film pretty much as soon as it started. But it's when he gets to the afterlife, that's where it really gets going. Because the way the afterlife is shown within this film is just fantastic. Obviously, this being a Pixar movie, the animation is gorgeous. It's not just for the afterlife. Pixar animation always finds a way to excel, whether it's with big landscapes, interesting concepts, or even just small details. It always looks fantastic. But one of the things I really liked about the animation in this film, especially within the afterlife, is the abstract nature in which it's presented, and it makes identifying the living world with the afterlife all the more interesting. And then of course you've got your leads, Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey. Now I haven't really seen Tina Fey in that many things. I may have done, I just can't really remember. But you know what, she was really good in this, and she played really well off Jamie Foxx's character. And I've seen Jamie Foxx in quite a lot of things and he always manages to excel, and this role is no exception. The two of them play brilliantly off each other and they have such great chemistry. And really, in classic Pixar fashion, it manages to hit some incredible heights. This film's really funny, and at the same time it can be incredibly heartfelt as well. And one of the things that really makes Pixar films great is its accessibility. Because really, Pixar movies could have just gotten away with aiming their movies solely at kids. But instead, they make their movies enjoyable for everyone. And at the same time, it doesn't baby their audience. Because this film deals with some heavy subjects, but it doesn't really try and dumb it down for anyone. It just makes it really understandable for basically everyone. And ultimately, there are things in this film that kids will appreciate, and there are some other things which adults will definitely appreciate. And as well, in typical Pixar fashion, the message of this movie is just something that we can all relate to, and probably something we all need to hear right now. Without spoiling anything, one of the core themes of this movie is about life and how we just all need to kind of just embrace it sometimes and just learn that even if we make mistakes or don't get what we want, there are still things we can just enjoy about life. And it's the way that Soul goes about telling this message is what makes it so great. Again, normally with Pixar movies, the whole film is really good, but it all really comes together at the end. And obviously, Soul is no exception. If I had to be honest, the only real negative I could probably say about this film, and it isn't really the film's fault, it's just in its emotional scenes, it didn't really get me. Like when I'm watching Toy Story 3 or Coco or Onward, for example, their emotional scenes always manage to tug at my heartstrings. And I'm not saying this film didn't, but I didn't really get the emotional impact that I really wanted. Again, it's one of those things, it's not really the movie's fault, it's just more of how I kind of received it. I'm pretty sure if I watch this film again, which I imagine I will do because I really enjoyed this film, it might resonate a little bit differently. But as it stands right now, basically, I didn't end up crying at this one, but I can fully understand if so many people who watch this one do end up like shedding a tear for it. Overall guys, Pixar again manages to knock it out of the park. The cast are fantastic, the animation is gorgeous, this movie is insanely funny, and the message at the end of the day is just fantastic and one of the things that really makes this movie stand out. But would I say that this is one of Pixar's best movies? I would have to say yes and no. I would say yes because this is just another incredible addition to Pixar's already amazing list of movies. And it definitely stands out as one of the best animated movies ever made. But at the same time, I would say no because I feel that other Pixar movies, in my opinion, are better than this one. It's not to say that this movie is bad, far from it. It's just I got a lot more out of Pixar's other movies. But if someone said that this was their favourite Pixar movie, I couldn't disagree with them because there was just so much to love about this movie. But if this ends up being your favourite Pixar movie, then, you know, more power to you. But now, as for or not, you guys should go and see it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you guys should check this one out. If you love Pixar's other movies, then you'll absolutely love this one. It's got something for everyone of all ages, and the ending in particular is just brilliant. And honestly, I think this movie will only get better in time, because when I first finished this movie, I thought, you know what? That was really good, but the more I thought about it, it's only got better in my head. So I'd say, do yourselves a favour and watch Soul. Okay guys, that's my review of Soul. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favourite Pixar movie? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!